starting right on time.
We are exactly on time.
We know when we were talking about how to avoid procrastination like an aromatherapist, it's really important to start right on time.
It is so important. And we are.
Here we are. We're so excited to spend this time with you. If you're brand new to us, this is your first live event, please type in a 1 and so all of us can give you a warm welcome to this Natural Living Club event where we're talking about different recipes and different strategies and techniques to just kind of dive over that tendency for procrastination. And we're excited. I'm Jenny.
And I'm Karen.
And we're your presenters today, your hosts today. And we are, again, so excited to have each and every one of you here. And if you're a longtime member of our communities, we're so thankful that you're here. And we are just so excited to see each and every one of you.
And if it's your first time here, Jenny and I'm the mother, Jenny's the daughter, and
Yep.
we do a lot of events together.
We do a lot of events together, and we absolutely love doing events because we love teaching about essential oils. That's our favorite thing to do. And so we love connecting people with different ways to live a more toxin-free lifestyle. And so if you're here, we're so excited to give you some tips and tricks you may appreciate.
Exactly. And you can see we're ready to get going on some pretty cool things.
We are. So this event, I know, we've got all kinds of fun stuff today. This event is incredibly special on a whole nother level in that we just met, we just gained 1,000 members inside of our Natural Living Club, which is so phenomenal. And we're so excited to have all of our members here. And we have some perks for our members. If you're an existing Natural Living Club member, and there's a link if you want to check out the community and become a member down below. If you're an existing member, we are offering each one of you a one-time 20% off discount code. It's posted inside of our Natural Living Club right now, pinned to the very top. That's valid between now and Saturday, and we're going to be talking about a very special oil called lime essential oil in this presentation. So anyone inside of our Natural Living Club who's a member, who places an order with that code, we're going to give you, inside of your box, a free 5 ml bottle of lime essential oil, and we'll ship that to you as a special thank you for being a part of our first 1,000 members. And you can join the membership today, our Natural Living Club membership. We have a special PDF for all of our members for every live event we do, which is usually twice a month. And we are, again, just so excited to say thank you. Those of you who joined today and through Saturday, you have access to that gift as well. And we're including you in our 1,000 members, and we can't wait to reach our 10,000 member.
Let's say that again. So there's a 20% one-time discount that can be used by
Saturday
at
10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
So some of you have been asking.
It ends at midnight.
Okay.
You know, just get your order in on Saturday and we'll give you your lime.
So they'll find this discount code
between now and Saturday.
They'll find this in the Natural Living Club,
pinned to the very top of our community.
And those who aren't members right now, it's a mere $1 a month.
2 Starbucks coffees a year.
Right.
Yep,
and that's
$1
to
a
keep
month.
the bots away, right?
It's to keep the bots away and to make sure that the community stays advertising third-party free and that we just are able to interact. And trust me, it's one of the coolest things. I just get on every day throughout the day and interact with folks, and I see friendships developing and different tips for different natural living ideas. We've had laundry detergent. We have had magnesium butters. We have had all kinds of things this week popping up. It's been a really fun thing to be a part of.
That's awesome, because it's not just about essential oils, it's about natural living, and that's why we have that name, the Natural Living Club.
It is, the Natural Living Club. So, again, we would love to know, as we dive into our presentation, our main presentation, we have some giveaways coming up. Now, our big giveaway that we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving away, during our time together, one of our Aroma Head classes.
Ooh.
And it's our Natural Living course, which is a 36-hour course, and it's $299. And it goes through 6 modules, everything you need to know all kinds of recipes to live an all-natural lifestyle with different aromatherapy recipes. So we're going to gift that to one of our lucky viewers here. And if you're already, if we choose your name and you're already in the course, we will gift you an Aromatics gift card instead. So you'll win either way. If you already have that class, we'll gift you an Aromatics gift card. But that's our big giveaway today that we'll do at the end of our presentation. So stay tuned, and we will do that at the end of our presentation and time together, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
All right, well, we have a blend to make with you.
Oh, we're ready to do that?
Let's do the blend.
Okay, so blending and making blends is actually my passion.
It's amazing.
Love coming up with different creative combinations of essential oils. So in your natural living club, and I need to, maybe while I'm doing this, you can go in there and put it live. It's on draft right now.
Oh, well, you know what?
So,
here's the good news. I always do that right after we're done.
I always do it before we go live. So.
Well, you know what?
Okay.
We will put that live. Maybe I don't know if I can multitask right now because I'm so focused on what we have going on. But right after we're done with this, we'll put it live. But we'll get it. We'll get that PDF for you.
Well, somebody was able to let us know that we could rearrange the courses in
Jackie
Natural
Glinky.
Living Club, and this one will be right up at the top left-hand corner. As soon as we put that live, you'll see this PDF in there, which is 3 different recipes for motivation. There's a morning, a midday, and an evening. And since it's kind of midday for most people, we're going to do the midday motivation blend off of that PDF.
And while we're doing this, if you could just take a minute to do some self-reflection, and if you are someone that just really struggles with procrastination, which can be it can actually be a positive thing, and we're going to talk about that too. If you're someone that deals with and interacts with procrastination in your life, if you could just pop in 1 out of 10 where you're at on that spectrum. I am a 10 out of 10. That is something I am constantly working through. So this topic is very close to my heart, and I have lots to say about procrastination and different techniques and different ways that I'm constantly incorporating to just kind of get through that. So pop in what your number is, 1 out of 10, where you're at. Maybe you don't procrastinate at all, are you a 1? You might be a 1. My mom doesn't procrastinate.
We'll talk about that when the blend is done here.
Okay.
There's secrets.
There's secrets. So I'm a 10 out of 10, but I have strategies so I can operate at a 3 out of 10, which is very good. I don't know if I can ever get to a 1, but I have a creative personality. I don't know that that's my goal, and we'll talk about that too.
Well, when we get to mid-afternoon, and I'm going to move this over to this side just for right now while we blend.
I'll put it right over here.
We have lunch, we start getting a little bit of a slump going on, we start getting really sleepy, we start feeling a little bit lazy, we need a nap, we need a walk. This blend is to help us to get refocused so that we can get in there and get our work done, whether it's at home, whether it's at the office. At the same time, we're using cedar wood in this blend. So we have lime, which is very uplifting. It's very sparkly and energizing. This is a distilled lime. So lime in itself is phototoxic if it's cold pressed.
Yes.
This is a steam distilled lime. And steam distilled lime doesn't have phototoxic properties, so you can use it on your skin in any kind of a dilution. So we're using a 10 ml bottle, which is 1/3 of an ounce. So 10 mils of our jojoba oil, but you can also use one like sweet almond oil. You can use baobab, marula, anyone that has a nice silky texture, and jojoba oil is one of my favorites.
It's a beautiful carrier. And you know, there's so much into putting your blends together when it comes to crafting a blend for that specific moment, for that specific person. And the carrier that you choose has a lot to do with that.
That's right. There's a middle oil, and then there's the third oil, spike lavender. And spike lavender has a lot of the same aroma as our regular lavender. This is Lavandula latifolia. It has some camphor in it, and it's more energizing. It's more get up and get going, whereas Lavandula angustifolia, which is common lavender, is really calming and really balancing. To balance out this blend, we have our middle oil, which is cedar wood. And this is Juniperus virginiana. There's different kinds of cedar wood. Mm-hmm. All of these oils working together are here to, number one, uplift, re-energize, but at the same time kind of give us that grounding aspect so we feel like we're in control of our afternoon. So you can do this two ways. You can put your essential oil drops right in your bottle. And I love having these roller bottles lined up on my shelf with neat little labels on them, and that you can grab one for whatever you're experiencing that day.
Exactly. I love that too. And I love that you have had several compliments on this beautiful cobalt blue roller bottle.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is beautiful.
They also come in an amber.
Yes.
Now, I only filled it up to about right here, just below the neck, because I'm adding the essential oils, and when I put this lid in, I don't want it to overfill. So just underneath the neck. And this is easy to remember because it's 2 drops of each oil. Now, I could substitute cedar wood for peppermint too, and this would be a beautiful blend with peppermint as well. I could also substitute lime with something like lemon, grapefruit, to also keep it energizing. But lime is
It's so special. One of the reasons we decided to give away our 5 ml of lime to all of our members as a thank you if you place your order between now and Saturday, we'll pop that in your order as our special thank you for just being a part of this community, is we were going through, we're not in a 30 day, but we're in a January challenge right now. We kicked off on the 8th of January, and every day we're inside of NLC, and we've committed to a personal challenge. Some of us are doing better than others, and we're having a lot of fun inside of here. And one wonderful member posted inside of the community. I put up a sunshine blend with different citrus essential oils as a diffuser blend idea. And one gal said she was substituting lime, and that she had tried lime from 4 different companies, and that this lime is her absolute favorite. It just jumps out at her. So I thought, why not just give lime to everyone so they can experience that?
Yes.
It's just such a beautiful oil.
Our distiller, who cold presses or steam distills our lime, is fantastic. And I'm so excited about this lime from Italy, and I've been using him for quite some time, for several years now. Now, 6 drops doesn't seem like that many drops, but remember, this is 1/3 of an ounce. So if this was an ounce, this would be 18 drops, which is a 3% blend, which is plenty for everyday use. And for children, I cut this down to about 2 drops in this blend.
Do you think you could do me a favor?
Yes.
And just move our PDF a little bit over, and then I can see our comments.
Oh, okay.
I'm someone that loves to read the comments as we go, and so now I can see what you're saying. Thank you.
All right. So now we just popped this on. I want to make sure this roller top is going nicely. So I get it started, and I just pop this on. I'm going to put it down here.
There you go.
You heard it pop. Here's the cap that goes on. Again, they come in an amber with a gold cap. That doesn't feel like it's all the way down. There we go.
There you go.
And then the top goes on nicely. Make sure that you roll this around. Get it all blended up. It takes quite a bit of rolling.
Yes.
And then
You can pop
we
it on.
just get it started. Takes a little bit to get that roller started. Get all of the oils down there. But once it gets started, it goes really well. There we go. Now it's starting to come. Isn't that beautiful?
I love it. Can I have a little on my arm as well? You know, the fun thing about essential oils is that they will, you've got your blend, and they smell a little bit different based on the person you are applying them to, because all of our skin, we have an individual skin smell. It just is a little bit different for everybody.
When I put this on, I usually go like this, and then I always inhale it.
Yes.
It is so beautiful. You're going to love this blend, and this will be your afternoon slump deterrent.
I know. So a big part of just procrastination is looking out for that, right?
Right.
And it is a big part of just setting yourself up for success. And I think part of my procrastination comes from a few things. And I saw a lot of folks who popped in. They were also 10 out of 10. Procrastination is something that we're working on.
Yes.
And we had a range of numbers, all from 1 to 10. Part of it for me is I definitely have an ADHD mind. So I'm squirreling like this. So if I want to be on times to something, I have to backwards map that for 5 hours prior. I have to say, okay, I need to be here at noon, or I need to be at this meeting, or this project needs to be done. So I need to start planning for that in advance, way in advance. And then I will be on time, and I am very good at being on time when I backwards map it. If I just assume I'm going to make it happen, I'm going to be 10 minutes late. If I'm not intentional about backwards mapping my day and sitting down in the morning and saying, I have a 10 o'clock, I need to get ready for this, and then you do that with the week, the month, the year, etc., I have to be really intentional, and then I'm on time. If I'm not thinking about it, I'm not on time. So I don't know if that is something that you can resonate with. So when I'm sitting down, I have my coffee, I'm getting ready, I'm planning out my day, I have to be super intentional about what I'm doing when. And then I'm good to go. And some days you don't need to be on time. It's your Saturday, or it's whatever it is you're doing, and you can just meander through your day. And I think another part of why can be a procrastinator, along with that ADHD squirrel mind, that is also superpowers. I love the creativity that comes from that, is that I do best in a creative environment that's a little bit more unstructured. It's a little bit messier. I can just get in there and create. And that's not everybody, but it is me. And so sometimes I find myself self-sabotaging, which means I can get a lot more done under pressure than I can if I have a long time to do it. And that's not true for everybody. I think you just get things done right away.
And I think it kind of changes as a person puts a few years on. I can say when I was younger, I was probably a lot that way. But now I find that I need a clean environment, like an organized environment.
Yes.
I like plenty of time to think about something. I can do something really quickly and on the spare of the moment, but I prefer to think about it, give it some, my attention. And again, I think my procrastination comes from I can just get one more thing done before I go.
Right. Exactly. And that is so true.
Trying to be too efficient.
Too efficient. And I think if I have so many things to do, I'll get them all done. And I like that adrenaline of that. So when I say self-sabotage, sometimes I will kind of wait, not even intentionally, until right before a deadline, because it's going to be a better product if I'm having to go quick and do this and maneuver. I actually will self-sabotage in that adrenaline of that deadline actually creates a better product, but that's not fair to those around you all the time.
Mm-hmm. And, there's a good point here, Carrie, that when you get overwhelmed, a person tends to procrastinate, making a plan to conquer that project. And that's very true, because many times when we're overwhelmed, we have to kind of step back to get that creativity back, right? We have to step back, use our essential oil blends to help get us back into a good space, do some grounding.
Yep.
Different grounding techniques that cedarwood is really great for that.
And I love what you said about having a clean environment. I think it's really important to set yourself up for success in that way, if that's your personality. I also have another tip and trick. Here is my hourglass. So this is a 30-minute hourglass. And a lot of times if I have a feeling of overwhelm and I have a lot to do, and I've put myself in this position, I have a lot to create, I have a lot to do, I have a lot of things, it can be very daunting to just get started. So sometimes it's not always about completion. It can feel too much to think, I need to sit down and write 10 blogs right now. That can be too much. But if I flip my hourglass around and I say, I'm going to work on this project for 30 minutes, that's a smaller, more tangible goal to achieve.
I've been so impressed with this.
You didn't know I had this?
No.
I use this all the time.
I'm going to have to get one.
I have this all the time. You could set a timer on your phone, but then Instagram's on your phone. And if you've got the squirrel mind, you're squirreling. So this helps me create a environment where I just have what I need open, and I have this going on, and for 30 minutes, I do this activity. And I'll do this for laundry, I'll do this for all kinds of things. It helps me start a task. And once you start a task, often you'll just find yourself finishing it. I will say, okay, I'm going to spend 10 minutes doing the dishes. And then I've spent an hour cleaning the whole kitchen, and I feel really good about that. And it helps me just get over that initial, I don't want to do this right now, because I only have to do it for 30 minutes.
Well, those are all very good points. And I love this idea. It's going to be very helpful no matter if I'm a procrastinator because my mind is jumping around from project to project, or if it's because I really like to plan out ahead of time. This will help categorize, okay, I've got 30 minutes for this project, and then I'm going to switch minds. I did read, there's so many people say I'm a multitasker. But the scientific studies show that there is no such thing as a multitasker.
Oh, no.
Because what we tend
Do we
to
want to
do,
know this?
if we have several things going on at once,
Yes.
that is procrastination as well, because we're only giving a little bit of time to each one. We're not doing a deep, deep dive into each one, setting that aside after 30 minutes and going on to the next task.
Yes.
So when I was younger, I could jump from thing to thing. But now that I'm, a little bit older, suddenly I don't like to do that. I like to give something my full attention, and then I like to move on. And so I think that's a great idea.
I love this. And I heard something within the last week that if a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it right away. That way you're clearing your plate of those tasks that just take 2 minutes, because if you have, 6 tasks, that's 12 minutes. You're thinking about it. It takes up mind space. Might as well just do it quick. And you're so good at that. I'll put off a 2-minute tasks for 2 years. And I'll do it, and I'll think, why didn't I do this earlier? It took 2 minutes.
And there's another good point here, that sometimes procrastination feels like laziness. And that, I don't really consider that laziness. I consider that sometimes there's a task that needs to be done that isn't our favorite thing to do. And it's okay to keep putting that off to a point.
Yes.
Okay? Because we're thinking, okay, how can I do this so that I feel good about doing this? I've just worked an 8-hour day, and now I need to go mop my floor.
Yeah. I don't
think
mop my
that's
floor
laziness.
after an 8-hour day.
Yeah, that's not laziness. That is taking care of self.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Okay.
Well, I think that procrastination when it comes to dishes is different than procrastination that comes to something creative, like writing a chapter in your novel, whatever it might be. Sometimes when you have just a task that needs to be done to check off your list, a timer is a great thing to do. I need to set my timer for 30 minutes or 10 minutes and do this thing. And that will get you going. Sometimes you can lean into that creativity and that procrastination I will often, if I have something creative to do, I'll go on a hike. And that's not really procrastination in my mind, because I'm thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking the whole time.
You're also bringing more oxygen to your brain.
Well, and I'm bringing more oxygen to my brain.
Or clearing things out.
Exactly. Or I'm putting a diffuser blend on and I'm doing some stretches. Whatever it might be, I'm giving myself, my brain, some creative time to think, and then suddenly I create immediately versus sitting there and staring at the cursor. So I want to give a caveat to those who are in my creative camp.
And I don't know about you, but sometimes I have a project. I'm excited about the project, but
Yes.
I just can't get it started.
Yes.
If I finally say, okay, I'm going to start this project, and I sit down and I start the outline or get into my course where I'm trying to get it all together, get the outline in there. If I just start it, suddenly I take off on it.
Exactly. And I love this from Mike, who says, we can only switch priorities, not actually multitask. And that's such a great way to look at it, too.
That's right. I really agree with that. There is no such thing as multitaskers, no matter how much they think they are.
There you go. So back to our beautiful essential oils that can really help us with our focus. And what I really appreciate about working with essential oils is not only is it the oil, it's the chemistry, it's the plant part, it's connecting with nature in that specific way, like connecting with the wood of the cedarwood tree that can help you with your focus. It's about making the decision to focus. It's about making the decision to focus, to reach for your oil, and to work with that oil that can actually be the thing that gets that going, as well as the oil itself, which is a really powerful reason to turn to our oils even when we get busy and we think, oh, well, it really helped me to work with my midday roller bottle blend. Do I want to take the time to blend this up when I could just put my hat to it or put my head down and do the thing? It really does help switch your mind and really not only the blend is beautiful therapeutically and emotionally and energetically, it's the intention to sit down and blend and then take action with that blend that can really help.
That's right. And just a word, since you mentioned this. This is a glass roller top.
There you go.
On here, a lot of people love the glass roller tops. A lot of people love the stainless steel metal balls that are inside, and I like those as well. I'm not fond of the plastic roller bottle tips on there for sure. So try them out, see what you think, see what works best for your blends.
Mm-hmm. I love it. All right, well, we want to encourage you to join our natural living community. We're having a lot of fun over there. It's $1 a month, and we are just over our 1,000th member, and I would love to show you around in the community a little bit. All right, so this is where I won't click in it because I want it to be very special for our Natural Living Club members. But this post has big news. It has our big news in it. It has your code to go and to purchase your order from Aromatics, get your 20% off your one-time purchase, and we'll give you our gift for being in this 1,000 member community. Anyone who's joining between now and Saturday night, this code is active till Saturday night, the 25th of February, we will give you a 5 ml bottle of lime in your order as a thank you for being just awesome with this. So yes, that's where you click. This is the classroom Karen was talking about. And I have in draft mode because I'm admin so I can see it. And as soon as we make this live, which I technically could make live right now.
Well, I'm going to do it right now while we're talking.
Karen's going to go make that live. This is where you click into, well, I don't want to conflict and be in that post at the same time. And you get your PDF with your recipes. For example, we did our last event, which go watch the replay if you have not seen it yet. This is where you click and you get your PDF. And we give PDFs as a thank you to all of our Natural Living Club members for every live event that we do that has recipes in it. Some events don't have recipes, but these do. So we are very excited. We have 2 great events planned for February, and then we are working on all of our events for the rest of the year, and we're pretty excited about it. So this is where in our community you can go and you can interact with our members, and we've got such great content in here. Different essential oil recipes, different ideas for just living an all-natural lifestyle, including essential oils, herbs, recipes for food, different podcasts. It's just kind of a one-stop place to be and look at different things that pertain to just living an all-natural lifestyle. And we're really there for each other in a really wonderful way. We had a member that just lost a family member, and we all just jumped in and were writing comments and encouraging her.
I really love that.
It's a really cool community for sure. So we'd love to have you join. The link is we can pop in the chat here. It's also right below where you're watching to join us, and we would love to welcome you into the community while we are live here. And we want to do our giveaway.
Oh, all right.
So our giveaway for today is we're going to gift one of our members here, who's one of our live viewers here, our Natural Living course over at the Aromahead Institute. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So the Natural Living course is actually one of my all-time favorite courses.
Yes.
It gets you into the nitty-gritty of what essential oils are, how to work with them, safety. It gets into a lot of how to work with children, a little bit about working with pregnancy, and then we have 36 hours and different data sheets for various oils. It gets you right into a natural lifestyle with essential oils from your home, from cleaning, from children, from colds and flus, digestion, you name it. There's recipes in there. It's different than our certification program in that we guide you through every step of the way with recipes that are already there. We don't get too much into the chemistry.
Right.
So it's an easy one to get going with. And sometime later in this year, in a couple of months, we're going to be doing a 30-day challenge for those who are in that course. So I'm really excited about that.
I think we decided instead of doing the 30-day challenge, we're going to do our Smarter Swap series. But we might do our 30-day challenge too. We were talking it over yesterday and making our finalized plans. We've got some really cool things coming up for you.
Yeah, I had to duck out of that.
I know.
So, later in the year, we'll probably be doing a 30-day challenge for that. So,
Well, there you go.
but it is fantastic. You can go in there, go through that course. So whoever gets this gift,
Yes.
I'm really excited for you. And some of you here may already be in natural living.
Yes, if you are in natural living, let us know your favorite thing about the course. So many people, we have thousands of students who've gone through this course, say that their favorite part is the whipped aloe cream.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful recipe.
Yes. And there
decadent.
is a green coconut clay deodorant. Whoa. I've been using that for years now. I won't use anything else. It is amazing.
And you know what? I love it so much that we actually put that recipe inside of our Natural Living Club. So it's a bonus too for anybody. It's down inside of your classroom, the green coconut clay. I know that's the only.
I just want everyone to have that
I know.
recipe.
That's the only recipe I use too for it works and it doesn't leave any green residue on your clothes.
Right.
Yes.
The course is open. The PDF is ready for you to download. You'll have your other recipes for focus from morning clear through night.
Yes. All right. So our question for you, this is how you enter our giveaway. Our amazing Devin, who's doing everything behind the scenes, is going to choose our lucky winner. And if you are already a student inside of our Natural Living Club, we will gift you the equivalent to go spend at Aromatics International as a gift card, which is awesome. So if you could just put in, what essential oil are you most looking forward to learning more about this year? Maybe you know it, but you want to spend more time with it. Maybe it's totally new to you. Just pop in that one essential oil that's really calling out to you that you want to learn more about this year. Maybe it's sweet orange, maybe it's eucalyptus dives, maybe it's rosewood, maybe it is spikenard, maybe it is, who knows what it is. Just pop in, what is one essential oil you would like to learn more about this year? I'm curious, and also we're planning different events around single essential oils, so I really want to know what everyone's interested in, and we'll plan those events. So that's how you enter the giveaway, is you pop in what is that one essential oil you want to know more about this year. Pop that in. We're going to let that run for a couple minutes while we interact with some comments here, and we'll choose one lucky winner who will be given our Aromatherapy for Natural Living course through the Aromahead Institute at aromahead.com.
Ooh, frankincense, patchouli, rhododendron. I
There
just
you go.
gave rhododendron to my massage therapist, and
love
she
that.
was so excited to get that oil. So of course I had to kind of revisit what all the therapeutic values were of rhododendron.
Mm-hmm.
It's one oil that we teach in our advanced graduate course, and it is a lovely oil from Nepal.
It is.
Way up in the mountains. You know, it's not your regular rhododendron.
It's
that
not
grows
your
in
garden
yard.
variety, right? It's specifically from Nepal and different elevations similar to that.
Oh, we have some other people who love that coconut green clay
Oh, good.
deodorant.
Yay.
Chrism, clove bud, lavender, ylang ylang, oh my, linden blossom. Funny you should say linden blossom. I've really been thinking that. I have some very cool perfume containers coming because I want to teach you guys a little bit about solid perfumes.
I know we have linden blossoms all over the U.S., but I really came to love linden blossom when we were on a sourcing trip to Provence in France, probably in 2017, 2018. And all of a sudden, this just aroma hit me out of nowhere. I was like, what is that sweet, sweet, beautiful smell? And it was a linden blossom tree. And it's huge with these white blossoms all over it. And I immediately fell in love with linden blossom from that moment. And now I'll be walking around the U.S. and I'll be like, oh, linden blossom. It's right here too.
I don't source too much of the linden blossom. It's a CO2 extract, and a lot of people don't know about linden blossom, so I'm glad you brought that up.
Well, there you go. Well, again, and we had a bunch of folks say their favorite part of the Natural Living course, which we're, again, excited to gift to a lucky viewer today.
All right.
And I think we have our winner.
We do.
We do!
Chalice Robinson,
Chalice Robinson.
and she said guava leaf is her favorite.
And guava leaf,
Guava
which is
leaf.
something is her favorite and
Whoa.
wants to learn more about. So Chalice Robinson, you are our lucky winner. So if you could email Mina, team@aromahead.com, we will gift that Aromatherapy for Natural Living 36-hour course into your account. And we are very excited to have you go through that course. It is
Wow.
really, truly special.
Can we gift a second one?
Yes.
I have a gift. I went through, read all kinds of comments, and there's a second gift that I really want to give to you.
Okay.
And that would be to Amy Diaz.
Amy Diaz, there you go. Amy Diaz, you are our second winner, and we had talked about doing 2 winners, and then we went with 1, and now we're back to 2, so that's perfect. We went back to our original plan. So Amy Diaz, if you could please email mina@aromahead.com, and we'll gift that to you as well. So thank you so much for that. Congratulations, to everyone.
Congratulations, everyone.
Now remember, you're all winners. We want to gift each and every one of our Natural Living Club members a 5 ml bottle of lime. And how you claim that gift is just place any order with Aromatics, and we have your 20% off gift card or gift code to use in the post pinned to the top of our community, which is right here. It says Big News Natural NLC Family. Just click on that. I won't now because it has the code in there and it's secret for our club members. Click here. And that's where you get your code to apply at checkout to get your 20% off one-time order. And we'll pop in our 5 ml lime into your order as our thank you for being a part of this amazing community.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Lots of fun.
If you have any questions, just pop them in. Our next event is going to be all about natural perfume.
Yes. And I'm getting prepared for that.
We are going to bake a natural perfume with you on the 5th of February, and we are excited to do that, and we'll have some recipes on a PDF for our Natural Living Club members, so we're excited for that.
Well, that linden blossom really perked an interest in me. I might have to change my recipe a little bit.
I know.
Going into my perfume.
Well, I know. Well,
I'm thinking linden blossom.
I know.
Sweet orange.
Oh, how nice.
Okay.
All
right.
There we go. There. See, we're squirreling, but squirreling can be really good. Linden blossom.
We're getting ready for Valentine's Day.
And we're getting ready for Valentine's Day. Oh, how do you join? Great question. So there's a link down below where you're watching. Also, if we could pop the link on how to join Natural Living Club for $1 a month, $12 for the year. Just click that link, and we're so excited to have you in there chit-chatting. A lot of members, we have members use the membership differently. Some folks are in there every day, and others hop in once a week and interact and hop in and out. Some share different stews, smoothie blends, different herbal infusions. We have the entire gambit of what folks are interested in, and we're all just in there chatting about natural living, and then we just support each other as big life things happen. So it's a great community of folks to be a part of. All right, there's another Karen Williams here who just joined the club.
Well, welcome, Karen Williams. I'm also Karen Williams. So.
Who is in the club.
I ran across a few Karen Williamses in my life.
I know, that's very fun. All right, everyone, there's the link to enroll in our Natural Living Club and to carry on the conversation. And we'll see all of you on the 5th of February, where we'll be talking about how to put together a natural perfume blend like an aromatherapist.
By the way, lime is on sale right now.
Well, there you go.
So if you just order lime, you can use that 20% discount. Can they use it on top of the already sale?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you can use it on top of the sale and get a super good price for your lime
There
if
you
you
go.
don't want to put any other orders in.
There you go. All right, everyone. If you are joining the club, I'll see you just very shortly over inside of our discussion boards. And if you are going about your day, thank you so much for taking the time to be here live or to watch the replay. We're very grateful for you.
One comment here. When you purchase the lime, go to the safety and look and see on the safety as to how many drops you can use if it's cold pressed.
There you go.
I don't have that right now. I don't know if it's, I think it's 4 drops per ounce for lime, but I am not up. Yeah, Mina just put that in there. 4 drops and 30 mils of carrier, and it's safe if it's cold pressed. Of course, you can use cold pressed lime in an inhaler, in a diffuser, in a wash-off blend like the foam soaps that we've showed you how to make, foaming hand soaps or bath salts where you put it on and then you wash it right back off. You can use it that way as well.
That was a very good memory recall, and we can get into citruses, but every citrus has a different thing, different drops in terms of safety in a 1 ounce topically that you can use. Grapefruit is like 25, lime is 4, everything is different. Sweet orange is never phototoxic, so very good memory recall on that. All right, everyone, we'll see you next time. And be safe. And those of you who are getting snow for the first time in years, like in North Carolina, congratulations. Go make a snow person.
A snow person.
All right. We'll see you next time.